Well, how you folks doing? It's the captain, as you say. Well, as you all know, I guess you say. Today I'm gonna be talking about a few people that have been involved in my life. I guess you could say they're family, but they're not family. You get what I mean? They're family to me, but they're not like the literal term of blood or relatives. Anyway, person number one. Is a good buddy of mine. I've known him about 4 or 5 years. Name's Jimbo. Just gonna call him that. I don't know if he wants me to say his real name, but Jimmy, whatever. This guy. I don't even know like what caused all the like. We just like pretty much been real close over the past few years. All he talks about is he's awesome, and I'm just like I'm gonna kick your ass. And it's funny because he just messaged me on Facebook as I'm doing this right now. What? She's mine. Don't forget it. What the hell are you talking about? You are interrupting my video. I don't appreciate that, Jimmy, because I know you're gonna watch this. So yeah. Well, that's one person. Another person is her name's Jessie. She's like my cousin. But she has a really weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Muñeca, from what somebody else has told me. It's like but it means baby, baby. I'm like, that's a weird name, but it just sounds weird. I don't know. Maybe it is what it is. Mm. She's like my second in command when it comes to dealing with women and so on and so forth. It's like she's mean. Yeah. Well, speaking of women, I'll get into that a little bit later. There's another one. My homegirl Ty. Ty is awesome. She was actually my first internet buddy. It's crazy as that sounds. MySpace, and that was 2005. Jesus Christ! Like out of Jesse and Jimmy and Ty, I've known Ty the longest. Like it's literally like been going on like 7 years. Like I've talked to her since I was 18, and she's got her own thing going on now. My current situation, like I said, as more episodes are published and released, you will know more of my backstory. Um, who else is there? Well, those are the three main people that I'm gonna focus on right now because those are the ones that I'm most actively talking to. Well, Jesse. Um, what is there really to say about Jesse? I guess because Jesse is the most recent out of everybody that I've been talking to, it's not really that much I can say except she is quite the character from what I know. And it also, well, just to break off from individual perspectives for a second, it's nice to know that you can have a conversation with someone without actually necessarily being around. What do you want, Jimmy? Why are you messaging? What do you mean good? Stop it. Stop it, you douchebag. Yes, this is. I know this is my own video blog or whatever, but this is as raw as it's gonna get. Like I'm not gonna cut out anything because why should I? It's only gonna make it feel to me. It's only gonna make it feel fabricated, and I want my experience. I want the world to know me as somebody who is just completely raw, candid, and uncut. Jimmy, I swear to God, if you message me one time, if you message me one more time, excuse me for 1 second. I'm gonna cross the border and I'm gonna kick your ass. Kick your ass. Thank you. Yeah. Case in point. Anyway, my apologies. You see, this is what makes Jimmy awesome in his own natural, unique way. Like I just told him, I'm doing. I'm making. Oh, wow. Oh my God, Jimmy, you're a bastard for sending me that picture. I like that picture a lot. Well, if I'm just gonna try and do something so you know what I'm looking at. Female viewers, at least if you're straight.
I do remember you.
What the fuck? Huh?
Hi, Sly. Slavino.
What? Hello? Alright now.
What's that? Chapter?
You've got mail.
What?
Hi, Phoenix.
Alright now, I have no...
What's up? Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely.
Okay. That... I'm sorry for that interruption, but I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah, but anyway, Jimmy and Jimmy and his awesomeness. I'm just shocked by what the hell that was. To tell you the truth, I really have no idea what that was that came up there. That was about 3 minutes of wasted bullshit because of that. And I apologize because this is my video. I don't know how the hell it happened, but shit happens in life. So, and that is coffee. In case you're wondering, yes, I'm sober. I'm not intoxicated. We haven't gotten to those series of episodes yet, but I'm looking forward to it very, very soon. Yeah, Jimmy is just the equivalent of bros before hoes, and yeah, we've definitely been through that whole situation with a certain person named Mel. He knows who Mel is. Mel will probably see this video, and she knows who she is, but that's beside the point. That's out the fact. That's yay back yonder, '07, when I was young, dumb, and full of cum. And to some extent, which I still am, because I haven't had relations with anybody too much. I'm very picky about who Mr. Kennedy comes in contact with. Yes, I gave him a name. Fellas, don't act like you've never done it before. So, yeah, that's enough about Jimmy for now. Yeah, like I said, there's Ty. What am I doing? I gotta stop repeating myself. See, the thing is, one thing that when I'm walking and I'm playing this whole thing out in my mind, it's crazy because it's almost cut like a wrestling promo. Like you can't do this, and the way how the good actors back in the WWF did it. Good stuff. Like maybe it's this whole camera thing, but I'll get the hang of it. And sometimes maybe I do need to be intoxicated to do these videos because apparently sober isn't going anywhere. Yeah. One subject that I do wanna touch is relationships. How is it can that women talk about wanting a good man? And who's that whistling? Maybe I'm bugging. And then when they hit a good dude, they treat him like shit, or they just up and disappear. And speaking from a personal matter, this is just, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand it, like how they can treat dudes like shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's the other way around in many, many, many cases, and I'm not justifying, I'm not condoning it. But ladies, not all men are fuck ups. Sometimes you can really have good men who make bad choices, but that doesn't necessarily make them a fuck up. I'm far from a fucked up. I'm far from a fucked up. I'm far from a fuck up. I might be fucked up in a few aspects right now, but I'm far from a fuck up. I'm 23 years old. I'm trying to literally getting ready to go back to school, get my stuff together, get me a job because being broke is not fun. It's not fun at all. Like you can't do nothing. In this day and age, money is equivalent to blood, and blood is equivalent to life. And if you have no money, you're dead. Being dead is not always fun. It has its kicks and it has its advantages, yes, but it's not always fun. Um, the reason why I pretty much brought that up is because I've I've been dealing with somebody over the past two February, March, April, 2 months, and a month ago I was with this person. I had to come back to New York to handle a few things. Since I came back, she's been acting real funny. So I'm like, why? Like, what's she acting funny for? Like, now, on one hand, I know for a fact it's like split down the middle because on one hand, a woman is gonna do what a woman's gonna do, no matter what happens. But on another hand, it's like I want her to be faithful and loyal to me. Pretty much, all I'm asking is just don't make it obvious because I'm sure you're gonna do something while I'm not down there. If you are faithful, if you are a woman who's faithful to your man, while y'all not around, then kudos to you. More props. Good looking dude. You want to hold on to that. But majority of the times, when the man is away, I'm gonna go play. That's how most women think. I a year ago to the day tomorrow, me and my first ex Rita, we got into it because once again she started after about a month she started acting real funny and she was living in the same not too far from, well living in the same borough, living in the same city so to speak, and she cheated on me with two different dudes at the same time, smiling in my face while she did it. And one thing about me that I will say is I guess I am somewhat of a sucker for love because it's one thing that I was always lacking emotionally. Now, I'm not saying that as an excuse as a boo, feel sorry for me. No, that's not the case at all. But everybody needs some sort of emotional connection with somebody else. Otherwise, it's like when the baby's born and you don't touch it and you don't hold that baby, the baby dies. I'm like, wow, how have I been here for the past 23 years? It amazes me. But it just goes to show that even despite all that, I'm still blessed because I'm here for a reason. And what that reason is, God is maybe this is the reason. Maybe this is my way to tell people who haven't necessarily thought of this that they can make it through anything without doing anything stupid. I'm just doing it and from a raw, candid, boom, YouTube literally in your face kind of way. I'm sure there's other people who do the same thing. Perfect example, Eminem with his music. Marshall, you are the man. Like, I thank you because you've helped me through a lot of my own situations. Sometimes I get my own thoughts of not necessarily suicide, but self-inflicting, self harm or whatever. But then again, there's another side of me too that says, yo, you know what, you're gonna be all right. Like, why would you do that? Because I used to be a cutter, and cutting is not always, it doesn't get you anywhere. You're only hurting yourself when 9 times out of the 10 the people that the reason why you're cutting, whoever caused you to do that or whatever, they're probably laughing at you. And I'm not shedding blood or I'm not shedding tears for somebody who won't shed it for me. And that's just me myself personally. um I kind of get this, what I like to call optimistic psychosis. And what exactly I mean by that is whenever I do, get down in the dumps and feel bad or whatever, it's like, for y'all wrestling fans, it's like Hulk Hogan. When Hulk Hogan is getting beat up or whatever, and he needs somebody to hit him in the head, and he he start hulking up and he start going crazy, hit him in the head, it's like ah, and then it's over. Y'all old school wrestling fans, everybody in the world knows Hulk Hogan. You might not have seen him wrestle or anything, but you know who Hulk Hogan is. And I kind of have that on dichotomy with myself, and the fact that my Hulkamania, so to speak, for lack of